Here's another throw-in. Oh, I just remember this, just to catch you up on. I did a reading on Mick Mulvaney, again, years ago. I think Mick Mulvaney is going to get some sort of scare. I know I had mentioned this before. But I think Mick Mulvaney and his family are going to get some sort of scare. They're going to have to require protection. And I see him on the news, and every time I see him on the news, he's in South Carolina. They put where he lives, the area where he lives. I'm like, are you kidding me? Jesus, nothing's gonna happen to them. I don't see it. I don't see that, but you never know. I ain't God. But he better, oh my God. The other thing I wanted to say was on the Amber Heard, I saw her having some sort of issue with her brain. And a lot of people were like, well, nothing happened, nothing happened. I can tell these people are not old to my channel, they're more newish. Things that are happening now, I predicted 3 years ago. I'm not saying she's going to get it as soon as I read the cup, boom, boom, chudum, boom, bam, she's going to get her tumor. Oh, or whatever. Or she's going to get her issue with her head, or whatever it is, aneurysm. I don't know what it is. It's something to do with her brain. That's not what I'm saying. So I could tell, people were waiting. Oh, nothing happened to her. You were wrong. I hope I'm wrong. I hope I'm wrong. That's not how the tasas work. I just can't predict something for you, and then boom, 2 weeks from now, there you go. That's it. This lady said, and boom. No, that's not how it goes. Some things do happen right away, but some things take time. And then the other big thing I wanted to say, we're gonna hear about Barron Trump moving out. As soon as that kid turns 18, he is going solo. He's so disappointed in his family. I think he's learning and seeing everything that's going on, and he's extremely disappointed. I think Barron Trump is going to move out on his own. He will be moving out on his own, separating from them. And we're going to see that in the noticia. We're going to see that in the news, like I always say. Here's another one. Based on my old readings. When I was in New York, I did a reading on Donald Trump. And I saw them selling Mar-a-Lago. I saw Eric Trump being the runner, and they're going to sell Mar-a-Lago maybe to a Middle Eastern woman. The Middle Eastern woman is probably a representative maybe for a Middle Eastern prince. It could be Mohammed bin Salman. It could be another one of those princes. They have like a dime a dozen princes. I thought prince were like, royal family. You got 2 sons and the 2 princes. That's it. Not in Saudi Arabia. They got like hundreds of princes. So I don't know who the heck this Mar-a-Lago is going to be sold to. But they're going to send some lady to be represented and to represent them in the purchase of Mar-a-Lago. And Eric Trump is going to be the runner. And I did a mystery tasa on Trump. I could not figure what the heck this is. And that's where I saw Barron moving out. I saw Cooper. I saw someone dying in the Trump family. And I thought it was somebody else, Melania's family. I wouldn't be surprised if one of Melania's parents still dies. But I saw a funeral going on, a death in the Trump family. And it was poor Ivana. It was poor Ivana. Now, like I said, these things, you kind of like, in retrospect, they're so easy. But when you predict these things months and months and months before and years before, it's not that easy, you guys. It's not that easy. Now it makes sense, like you could look back. But it's not. It's hard. To read one cup takes me hours. One political cup. To read a cup for myself, boom, fast. My friends, sit there in 20 minutes, 25 minutes. I've read it for them. Those political cups take me a long, long time to read. So that's why I usually like to go outside even I'm in the summer because I work all day and then I gotta read the cup quietly inside my house for like 20 minutes and then I take a break and I go back the next day or later on in the day another 20 minutes, another 20 minutes. Before I'm done, I've spent an hour and a half trying to read this cup. So I don't want to. I'm young. I have a family. I'm not want to be a slave. I just don't want to sit there reading cups all the time. So that's why I come outside and I read them just to get some fresh air. And I read them and record it that way for you. But by the time I've come out and recorded it, I've spent an hour to 2 hours trying to figure out what the taza says for the political readings. For personal readings is a lot easier for me. It's just I don't know. I've already explained this. We're just normal things. Normal cups are easy. House, kids, this, that, easy stuff. But when you have mechanizing, people killing and plotting and planning and stealing, that takes a long time to kind of figure out. So anyway, where I was going with this is that poor Ivana passed away in the cup, and that's where I saw Barron, moving out. But I think that Mar-a-Lago was going to be sold, and I saw Eric taking the brunt of it, doing everything, the runner, just like he found his mother's body. He was the runner for that, and then the runner again for when the FBI raided Mar-a-Lago. He was the one there. He seems to be the one there every time something crazy happens. He seems to be the only one working. So, here's what I think. When Donald Trump passes away, and it's not that far from now, it's just a few years, you guys, Donald Trump will be passing away. Just listen, I'm going to be passing away. We will all be passing away one day. This is not a victory lap or nothing like that. God forgive me. I would never. I don't wish death upon anybody. But this guy will be passing away. And when he passes away, they're going to sell Mar-a-Lago. Trump is going to be trying to sell Mar-a-Lago. He's going to be tempted to sell it before he dies. And he's going to be playing with that in his mind. But it's going to be too depressing for him. But as soon as he passes away, they're going to sell Mar-a-Lago. Okay, so here's another one. These are just things that have been in my head. And just remembering my readings, just everything that I've read. And I just keep going on in my head over and over. I did a reading on the ships with the grains leaving. And I remember listening to the news and all the experts would say, Putin will never let those grains leave the ports. And I saw in one of my readings, ships leaving the port with grain. How many ships have left already? Many ships have already left Ukraine with full of grain. Dios, thank God, thank goodness. Oh my God. That's one of the most important readings I've ever done. That one. The other very important reading that I honestly believe one of my most important tasas was the Putin tasa of him attacking a European country. Then another tasa that I did of him attacking a European country with like Arabesque architecture. I didn't know that Ukraine had that sort of architecture. I'm going to do a shout out for that. The children in hospital. But listen, I know things look grim, and I think Putin is going to be trying to freeze out the people in Europe, but we're going to be okay. We're going to be okay. And I think one of the biggest heroes in this whole, not just European issue, is going to be Canada. Canada's going to be a hero for fossil fuels because they have a lot of trees that, combat climate and, the the green gas. So not only is Canada just sitting there combating the green gas situation, but they're going to be helping us to calm people from war and from surrendering. I have to do a reading on Canada, but I think Canada is going to be a huge player. I can't wait for my reading of when Zelensky addresses not just Ukrainians. Look at that, how that fell. Tell me, that's someone that's a empath and someone that's a reader knows that meant something. When you're sitting by the fire, you're thinking about things, and you see the fire changing. Pay attention. Pay attention to your thoughts. Now, what I was going to say is, one of my most important readings is going to be when Zelensky addresses not only Ukraine, but the world, with the kid on his shoulders declaring victory. Ukraine will win. It's been very, very hard. I've done readings for myself, personal readings for myself on Ukraine that I have not posted on my channel because it has been so sad. And I cry, and I remember like people being worried about me, so I didn't want to worry anybody. So I've kept those readings to myself, but it's just things to do with the war, the inside of Ukraine. And I don't think people should forget that this is still going on. Before it was every day Ukraine, 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 Ukraine. Now it's dwindled. These people they're dying every single day, and they're losing their homes and everything every single day, so that later on the United States, Canada, Germany, France, Spain, Italy, the UK, Ireland, so that we won't have to send our boys and girls to fight. We're gonna have to sacrifice paying a little more for this and a little bit more for that. But guess what? It's going to be needed so that we can restructure everything and be more self-sufficient within and have backup plans when things don't work out. Like with COVID, I can't believe we're doing so well. Everything that's happened, God is really with us, because everything that's happened with COVID, pay attention everybody, everything that happened with COVID, and then Russia, and then the shipping, and then China, and all the backlog, and it just the what do you call that? Oh, I can't even think of the word right now. I'm so tired. I'm just exhausted. I woke up. I woke up at 5:30, but I didn't get out of bed till almost 7. I was so tired. But anyway, yeah. So the chain line of where we get our everything that we need was we were told how vulnerable it was, and now we know what to do, what changes to make, how to improve it, and we've done well. We've done well. Okay, another thing, Bill Barr. I did a reading on Bill Barr years ago, back when it was unthinkable, unbelievable, impossible for us to think that Bill Barr would turn against Trump. And I said he is going to turn against Trump. And logically, a lot of people wrote me, oh no, he will never turn against Trump. Guess what? Bill Barr's in trouble, and he's going to turn on Trump. That's another nail to the coffin. This guy's going to have so many nails to his coffin, there's no way he's going to be getting out of it. And so, I have to keep doing readings on very unlikely people. For example, when I did those Putin readings years ago, no one cared about Putin. People were asking me, your channel, well, they were saying, your channel is not going to grow because no one cares about Putin. Why aren't you doing readings on, Kellyanne Conway, Ivanka? And something told me, do your reading on Putin. And look, can you compare Kellyanne and Ivanka to Putin these days? So I have to continue to doing readings on people that we may not think are relevant. So I'm going to do my prayers, my dreams, That's how I get my inspirations to do my readings. And so I'm going to take a little bit of a snobbish outlook on the news because I think it could be distracting. And in those readings, I would say, oh, everything about Trump is just distraction, distraction, distraction. This is not the real evil here. He's evil, but the real problem is going to be this later on. Donald Trump is nowhere around. He is gone. Don't worry about him. He's going to be gone. The problem is going to be Putin. This was in 2019. And I remember people saying, oh, I subscribe to you, but I don't want nothing to do with you. You're spreading conspiracy theories. This will never happen. The real problem is Donald Trump. So, the reason my channel doesn't grow is because I stick to what I believe. And I will continue to stick to what I believe. I don't care if I have 1 or 2 subscribers. That's fine, because the people that are supposed to be listening to this message will be here, and then those that will listen to it later on, or that need to listen to it later on, will listen to it later on. It just may not be their time. It just may not be your time to hear the message. So I'm okay with that. And so I need to continue to do readings on unlikely people in order for me to look back to 1, 2, 3, 4 years from today and say, look, this reading I did in 2022 on so and so is happening now. So there's a lot of work to be done. And again, I just can't thank you enough, because I know that the people that are here are really sweet, kind people that want the best for humanity and are here to listen to a message that they know in their heart of hearts that they've already thought of it. They already know it. Something communicated to them that this is it. This is how it's going to be. So, yeah. And I don't mean to get all emotional, but I know that that's the case with you. And bless you all, and much love and hugs, and I'll see you soon. Oh my goodness, so funny. You know what? I had a bunch of sticks here, and they disappeared. I thought, oh my God, I thought I had more sticks. Guess what? It turned out that this guy was stealing the sticks. Can you see him? So dark out here. Anyway, he was taking my sticks. Hey, Rascal Cooper. He's such a rascal. Oh, I know people get annoyed with him, but he's my baby boy over here. Here's some of those sticks Cooper grabbed. He's so funny. Here's some of the sticks that Cooper grabbed. With his toys. Scrappy or something. He is so funny.